All right, guys, we've been promising you some crazy content. I'm not one not to back up a promise. Here is your half-breed, crossbreed, F-150, B100/B150, Bronco, F-150, futuristic Excursion combination. Straight from Mexico. Oh, hang on. I gotta change my ringtone back. Driving this thing, I just felt festive. So, hang on. I gotta call you back. Hang tight. So, straight from Mexico, F-150. This is actually on a short bed F-150 chassis. I argued with the guy I got it from just a little bit, and then we did some measuring. This truck is built on a factory Ford F-150 chassis. So, as we all know, I love crazy stuff. This thing popped up online. I had 4 different people send it to me, and I said, you know what, I gotta have it. And the guy I bought it from, he's a nice guy. He was a dealer. He dealt with bringing it in from Mexico. These are built in Mexico. They're built at a plant in Mexico that Ford works with. And I had to look it up here real quick. It's got a funny name. But if you're Ford guys and you do some Googling, you'll find it. These were made from 1963 to 1994. And they are also in Argentina and Brazil. The Dent Side F-Series SUV is what they called it. But let's see here. Where was this manufactured at? Mexico-based Skunk Works. So I guess that's what they call the plant there. But cool, old school Ford, pinstriping, painting. I've been to Mexico. I've never seen one of these. But the guy was real honest with me. He said, man, it's got some weird stuff. He said the Ford emblems, they're riveted on, and they are. This piece of the bumper, I've never seen a brush bar like that. I don't think it's in a catalog anywhere. Somebody made it. Lights aren't hooked up. I'm a little disappointed about that. But everything in Mexico has those yellow lights. I don't know why. I guess for bugs. Got brand new mud terrain tires. It's got a 302. It's written in Spanish. And also, look at this side. There is no door. So I don't know, do you call this a 3-door? Do you call it a 5-door? I don't know what we're going to call it yet, but if you follow us and you know what we did with our 10-door, this thing might be on the same chopping block. I just rode up to the shop, talked to Daniel and Brian. Literally, it was like turning back time from 3 months ago when I drove the 10-door Suburban in, looking way more Humpty Dumpty, stupider than this. It had baby tires on it. It was 2-wheel drive. It ran like crap. And I rode up in there, and like we all just started hashing out some ideas. And lo and behold, the next weekend, we were chopping it to pieces and making it what it is today, one of the most viral Suburbans on the internet. But if you look inside, this one's a 4-speed. The dash is actually in Spanish as well for some of it. So we were trying to figure out the fuel gauge. We don't know what it means when you're on F. No. What happens if you're on V or if you're on LL? I mean, is that like very low and lots? We don't know. But the fuel gauge reads V and LL, and the temperature gauge reads F and C. Cold's on the wrong side. We don't know. So Fahrenheit, degrees, I don't know what they use over there. But it's got the stuff wrapped around the steering wheel there. Has no radio. But what a cool truck. Not a bit of rust. These trucks usually rot out. This thing is crisp. There is no rust. There's never been any rust. The chassis is clean. The undercarriage is clean. Under the hood is spotless. The inner fender wells, the frame mounts for the springs, the gas tank mounts, the spare tire mount. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. And that's what the guy promised me that I bought it from. He said, dude, the chassis is phenomenal. The paint, the best we can tell, is probably original. And it's nicked up, scratched up, you know. I mean, it's probably driven through some barbed wire fences doing some illegal shit. We don't know. But the bumpers need to be painted. It's still got the factory Ford La Piedad stickers on it. And inside is even cooler than anything because the big old Suburban, of course, now it's huge and in the air. It's hard to get in and out of. But inside here, you can actually step up in it, get up in it, and you got your seats. Seating for 3, seating for 2, then the front seats for 3. So seating for 8 with seat belts. Nice little step to get in it. My mom might actually like this one better than the Suburban. So we don't know what we're going to do, guys. If you are a Ford freak, and you want one of these, speak now. What we're going to do to this point, it's already got brand new tires. We're going to service it. This window's cracked. We're going to take care of replacing this window. God forbid where we're going to have to find this glass from, but we're going to do it. One of my guys is already searching to get that taken care of. We're probably going to put a radio in it. We're going to do a new headliner and just go over the whole truck to make sure it's good and secure and safe. If somebody wants to buy it, reach out, drop a comment. I'm going to give you a phone number. You better save this phone number, because if you give me a week, this thing's going to be in 1,000 pieces, and it's going to be on the cover of Four-Wheel Drive magazine probably, or it's going to be one of the most viral Fords. Just like we got the most viral Suburban, we're going to have the most viral Excursion, Bronco, whatever the hell you want to call it. 804-357-9768. That's directly to me. That number will get you some information on this truck. I'm not, at this moment, going to put it online. My guys are already bugging me to put it on the website. I'm not against that, but I really would rather turn it into a project, or I'd rather have one of you guys call me and say, JW, we saw y'all Suburban. We would love to make this thing four-wheel drive and put it on some boggers, or we would love to make this thing go to Argentina to my hunting club, and we want it because it's got regular stuff. You can't buy a 2024 model anything that will last like this truck will. I can assure you, it's real metal, it's a real frame, it's real suspension, it's driveline that you can get parts in Mexico, Argentina, Florida, California. It doesn't matter where it goes. This truck can be worked on. So it would be the hunting rig of hunting rigs. I'd really love to build it to somebody's specs. And Brian Daniel can do anything that we want to do to it. But right now, well, we got more projects than we can take care of. Finishing them up left and right. The big 8-door needs to be done. We've got a ton of other builds and a ton of square bodies. The phone's ringing off the hook, actually, for another square body sale that's getting ready to happen. So guys, please stay in touch. This thing right here is incredible. And again, hopefully this video shows you, if you slap some paint on these bumpers, touch up the paint a little bit, you are not going to find a better, cooler, more rare, more unusual project truck than this one. Hands down, one of the coolest things we've had in a long time. And it runs and drives down the road. The man promised me that. I jumped in it, hit the key, 302 fired up, ran down the road just fine. He brought it into Texas. I brought it into Virginia. We'll send it anywhere you want it. I'll send it to any country you can desire, but get it before I get my hands on it, please. Or don't, and make it a project for the shop. So Davis Auto Sales, Davis Off-Road for the shop, Davis Drives on YouTube. Click, subscribe, hit the bell, make sure you're in front of things, because when I bring things like this, when I tell you to get ahead of it, you got to get ahead of it, or I'm going to chop it into pieces and make something out of it. So if you want to be the next cool guy with the next content vehicle, here it is. Or if you just want to be the next guy with the most awesome hunting rig or the most conversated vehicle at a car show, there it is. I don't have to have them all, but I'm taking a lot of them off the market. So stay tuned, keep watching. We're not going to give up. Lots more to come.